Hi, I'm Srinivas. I'll be taking your session. As already given my intro, okay, I have close to 20 years of IT experience, and I'm the GDG Liturcany organizer as well as speaker. Today, I'm trying to cover the cloud storage basics. What is cloud storage? Okay, I'm trying to cover the key features of the cloud storage and the use cases where we'll be going to use the cloud storage. What is a cloud storage? What is the need of a cloud storage? Maybe any person in the meeting, do you know what is the need of cloud storage, guys? What is the need of a cloud storage?
Yes, yes, sir. If we need
Please.
to eliminate the on-premise,
Hmm?
if we need to eliminate the on-premise things, and
Okay.
to have a scalable thing, we need to go for the cloud. For the
Okay, fine.
scalable infra, we need to go for the cloud because on-premise you can't able to scale the infra; it's static.
Okay.
In order I want to scale up or scale down, then of course I have to go for cloud.
Okay. See, first thing, right? In the earlier cases, like where you have on-prem servers, okay, we provision a server and then we have C drive, D drive like that, okay. But we are sticking to the spaces. But what happened if the storage crosses? Then there is a problem. Okay, we need to call and then we need to upgrade the drives. It is literally creating a problem. Okay, and using this cloud storage, what is the cloud storage? Okay, it discovers the scalable, secure and most cost effective object storage solutions for the business data needs. For example, if it is a volumes attached to a server, you have 10 GB, 100 GB like that. But if it is finished, you need to scale up, you need to extra buy extra hard disk and need to attach. But whereas the cloud storage is something is scalable, automatic scalable, and you pay for what you use. Even you have some kind of a storages attached to the Google VM. Even those things also having a specific storage limit. But whereas cloud storage is something, there is no limit. It keep on scaling based on the whatever the size you want. And then here we pay for what we use. What is a Google cloud storage? Google Cloud Storage is a scalable, secure, and durable object storage service provided by Google Cloud. It enables the organizations to store and manage the unstructured data of any size, including images, videos, backups, and archives. Similarly, however you store the files or videos, whatever the things in your laptop or in the server, similar way we can able to store each and everything in the Google Cloud Storage. It includes images, videos, and any like anything archives, everything we can able to store with automatic redundancy and global accessibility. Your data remains protected and available wherever you need it. Same way how you can able to access here also, it is protected and it is accessible whenever you need it. And this service is integrates with most of the Google Cloud products and makes it an ideal foundation for modern cloud-based applications and workflows. Can somebody tell me what are the other use cases where we can use Google Cloud Storage? Anybody in the channel, in the group? Anybody where we can use the Google Cloud Storage? I want a real use cases where we can use the Google Cloud Storage. Can somebody tell me? If you're not aware, just give a try, please.
We can use to host our complete server. In my case, in my company,
Hmm.
we are hosting in the AWS all our databases and servers, application servers, what we are using.
Hmm. Okay.
And
You
we
want to
have
host?
on-premise also.
No. I got it. You can host your servers, but I can't say see here. Cloud storage is something. Uh, One of the use cases I can say, for example, you have some kind of a employee registration screen, or you have something like you have some form you're trying to fill and uploading some files. some definitely it somewhere it has to store your files somewhere in the server. That's how your the old kind of a programming has been written. Nowadays most of the applications which is trying to upload some files to the web applications, it's not storing somewhere in the servers. It is trying to store in the storages, cloud storages. If it is a Google, they're using cloud storages. If it is AWS, using AWS buckets. Different options available. Okay, here in the cloud storage today we are trying to discuss about mainly Google cloud buckets.
Got it.
And then for example you have a lot of files are storing in a cloud storage, that is mainly buckets. For example, you at a certain stage you want to move those files to the archive, that can be done here. Okay, there are different type of storage classes which can able to achieve the functionality with cheaper cost. Okay, what are the key features of Google Cloud Storage? It is scalable. It handles a petabyte of data seamlessly, scales your storage up or down based on the demand without infrastructure concerns. Whereas a volume attached to a server, it will have a concerns. What happens if the storage crosses the limit? And then it available 99.9999%, 9 times of 9, like it's almost pretty close. Okay, there is no outages, and it is encryption at rest and in transcript. Fine grained IAM controls. If you want to control your buckets, you can do that. Here we have different kind of a storage classes, like a standard, hot tier, even cold tier. I'm going to discuss all those things. Okay, standard, nearline, and cold line, and archive. If it is a standard, it's charged heavily. If it is archive, the price is almost one third. For example, the files which you uploaded and you are accessing frequently, then we need to store those files in the standard. And some files which are in the archive or in the tapes kind of thing which you access rarely, in 12 months once, are rare, those things we can move to the archive. But still you have the files in the archive, but the price is almost one third price. So is there any use case, okay, where I need to store my files? Any questions, guys? Do you have a question like why I need to use this many storage classes? Is there any use case where I need to store my files? You have no or not? Tell me, guys. See, by default, whenever we upload, everything will try to store in the storage class standard. So it will be frequently accessible for me. After down the line, maybe 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, the way of accessing the file will be very less. But I want to store the file for my application accessibility, but I'll access it rarely. In that scenarios, I'll try to move standard to near line to cold line to archive. I can create a storage life cycle. Through that, I can able to move the files. For example, a file is greater than 30 days, move from standard to near line. If it is more than 60 days, then I'll move from near line to cold line. If it is more than 180 days, I'll move to archive. If it is more than 360 days, I can able to delete the files. You can able to set the policy, lifecycle policies, which will do everything for you. Okay, no need to do any manual steps. See, what are the common use cases? Google Cloud Storage supports a wide variety of practical applications for the business of all the sizes. For protecting critical data with reliable backup solution to delivering media content globally, the service adapts to diversity storage needs. Organization leverage its capabilities for big data analytics, workflows, and long-term archiving. For example, you have some kind of a big data analytics applications or long-term archiving solutions. Everything. These are the big use cases, mainly backup and disaster, content delivery, and big data and archiving solutions. These are the huge, big common use cases for the storages. What are the benefits of using cloud storage? Cloud storage delivers the exceptional values through its flexible pricing model and enterprise grade infrastructure. Organizations benefit from the global network that ensures the data accessibility worldwide, while the intuitive console and comprehensive APIs streamlines the storage management. See, for example, you have a Google Cloud Console. You can go and create a buckets, and then you can upload the files. That's one way. Even you can through the APIs, you can upload the files. Even you can read. through the APIs and download the files. There are a lot of ways you can able to access the storage buckets, cloud storages. Then there is a cost efficiency, and then how much you're able to use, you'll pay for that. And there is a high availability based on the storage classes. They have more high availability. And then here we have four storage classes. One is standard, nearline, cold line, and archive. What is a standard? It's best for frequently accessed data and high availability and low latency. This is the one whenever you upload the files are there in the standard, which will have high frequency accessed, and minimum storage duration. Okay, and no retrieval fees and 99.99% availability SLA. And whenever you use the storage standard, it is ideal for the websites, streaming, mobile apps, and interactive workloads. And which cases will use nearline for data access less than once a month. But the standard is something which you used frequently, but nearline is something you'll access once in a month. But whereas the cold line is something you'll access 30 days, once in a quarter. This is something once in a year. So based on that, the how you are able to access the files. So we need to choose accordingly. Here frequently it is once in a month, it's once in a quarter, and this is once in a year. So accordingly, the prices also varies. This is more costly, this is less costly, this is less costly, this is very cheaper. And before going to the demo, do you have any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? I'm trying to go with a demo. Even the slides, whatever I used, I'll give you. I'll share with you guys. Right. Right. Let me go back. Let me have it back. What is Umar? Your question, Umar? Can you speak, Umar? Umar, Umar, can you speak, please?
Yes.
What is your question here? Spotify user Google Cloud Storage store and
No,
massive
I'm
amounts
just
of.
telling you the real use cases.
Yeah, this is also one of the use case. Okay.
Yes.
See, if you have you say Spotify, even Netflix, Netflix they use AWS. Okay, here they use a different one. Okay, they use lot of amounts of videos. If you say Netflix videos, everything they can store in the storage and stream it based on the needs. That is good use case, Omar. Let me go back to the demo today. Yeah. Uh, Guys, first thing you need to do, as I already shown you, you need to manage your billing account. Once you apply the credits, go to the manage billing accounts. I think I shown you last week. Okay, you need to right, rename the billing. No, no, this one. I'll recheck the process. I'll let you know, guys. There is something I shown you last week. Manage the billing account, and then you have to select the project, and accordingly you need to link the project ID for the billing. You're clear with that process, or you want me remind at the end? You're clear with that process, how to use the credits or not? Please, please let me know, guys. You know how to use the credits which I gave you?
Uh, no, sir. You can explain
Okay,
please.
I'll try to take one of you guys. Okay, then I'll try to show you how to use the credits. Okay, first thing, coming to the cloud storage, we are trying to create buckets is one of the cloud storage. It's a scalable, as I told you. Cloud storage is a lot of things are there. Cloud storage, buckets, and file storages. We'll go with the buckets. To create a bucket, I'll just try to follow the steps. Follow with me and try to create after yours. Try session is done. Okay, just go ahead and create a bucket, and these buckets are globally unique. Okay, what I'm trying to do is Srinivas LK training. I'm trying to create a bucket with the name Srini LK training, and then I'll give you one blog as well. Just try to follow with that. This is the one which I'll try to follow today. I'm trying to create a bucket, and then click continue. Given a name Srinivas LK training, you need to keep a note of your bucket name. and where you want to choose, okay, whether multi-region or dual region or a region. I'll select region based bucket. In which region you want to provision, okay. I'll select Europe. I'm selecting London actually in my case, okay. You can select whatever the region which is near to you if you apply the credits, okay. And then just selecting region and go back, okay, next. And then just select the region, okay. And then this one, see here, these are the storage classes: standard, nearline, cold line, and archive. So I'm going with the storage class, the default selection, and clicking next and enter new. And then here, access control wise, instead of going with the uniform, I'm selecting fine grained, okay. Specify the access to the individual objects by using the object level permissions. I'm just going with that. And after that, I'm just keeping as it is. One second here. Let me go back and create one more time. Srinivas LK training, and then I'm just given a name, and then I wanted as a region based. Here I'm selecting London. I'm just selecting London, and then continue. I'm going the storage standard class, and then I'm continue. Here I'm just unchecking this enforce public access to the bucket. I don't want this bucket to be public access to everybody, and then I'm changing the access control to fine grain. So the two options available, I'm going with this option. With this we can able to control using identity access management. Then continue, and keeping everything as it is, and I'm creating a bucket. So I just created a bucket. A bucket is something where you can store your files as unlimited size, okay. Whatever the data you want, you can keep storing the files, okay. Even similar like how you're storing in your server, you created a subfolders, everything we can able to do. For example, in my storage bucket, just click on this, and then here, if you want, you can create a folders. For example, I want to have something project A related details in project A. For example, I want to store something in my solution, like in my how you used to store in your s- laptop or server, different folders for segregating different things. Similarly here also we can able to store like a parent folder, sub folders, everything we can able to do. How we able to segregate, okay, the same thing which you can do here also. But here the storage is unlimited. It can be scalable unlimitedly, okay. But you pay for whatever you store. Is it clear? Is it clear? We just created a storage bucket. The lot of use cases wherever you upload from the web application, everything will is to store here. Even the for the data archival purposes, something like one of our friends said, Umar, like Spotfix, Netflix, other websites where they're streaming the videos. This is also a good place where they store all the videos here and then they stream the data. That is one thing. And then let me go back. Till this point, these are the things we have done here. And then now I'm trying to show how to do few other things with the cloud shell, okay. To use the cloud shell, see this, the icon at the top, you need to click on this, activate cloud shell, click on this. It will take some time. Be You have to authorize it. Once it is authorized, okay, I'm trying to store the bucket name in an environmental variable. Just copy this, and then copy this variable, paste it, and make sure you are replacing enter your bucket name. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to store my bucket name in environmental variables using the Cloud Shell. So I just store the variable bucket underscore name in a environmental variable. So once that is done, I'm checking echo of the bucket name. So what it will try to do, it will print the name of the bucket. Simple things, every step has been done. Okay. And then I have some other commands, curl commands in the Python, sorry, kernel commands in the Linux, which will try to download a setup.html file from the website. See, currently, if you see what are the files in this directory, you can see these are the files currently existing. Okay. For example, if I do like this and then paste, paste this, it will try to download setup.html file. See here, just type ls. See here, it has downloaded setup.html file. See why all other files are there. These are the files which we created as part of our previous session, Terraform files. That's why the other files are existing. So now it has downloaded setup.html file. Let me remove other files which are we used last week. At least some basic commands, guys, you should know. Even I just kept all these commands as well in my document, which I'm going to share with you. Okay. If it is there also, no problem, just let it be. Okay. Now there is only one file, setup.html file. We downloaded this setup.html file using Linux command curl command, which it downloaded a HTML file, cluster.html file with the copied all the content and copied to a setup.html file, and it is there in our directory here. And I'm trying to make the copy of the same file with the different names. So I make two copies, same file with the different names. Copy the content and create a file, which I've done it now. Any doubts till this point? Any doubts, please? Clear? Not clear? Tell me, guys. Clear? Hope it's clear, guys. Thank you. Because what is your question? Because what is your question? Because see, guys, like this is something which we can go ahead and upload the files through the console, which we can do that. That is one way of uploading the files. And then we are trying to do in other manner how we can able to upload the files here. Okay. See here, this is one way. Okay. You can go ahead and do upload the files here also. For example, here, if I want, I can go ahead and upload through the console also. I can upload the files. It's up to us. We can upload. Have uploaded the files. Okay. See, I can able to see the files as well. Just wait. Still, it is trying to upload. If you go ahead and see your bucket, you can see the files in this bucket. In the project A, I downloaded, uploaded one PDF file, okay, of this session, okay, which I'm earlier I gone through that. If you want, you can do the console, or we can do using the other commands. That is the CLI commands. That is the CLI commands. Okay, here even using this GCP CLI commands, you can able to upload. I'm just trying to copy this. This command will try to copy the file which is there in my shell and copying to the bucket. Here, see this, whatever the file, it is there in my shell command, GC Cloud Storage, GC Cloud Storage CP. CP means copy. And here in my shell command, I have in the directory, current directory, have setup.html file. I'm trying to copy this and put into the GS colon bucket name, and GC colon bucket dollar bucket name is the environmental variable which I set in the starting. When I do this, see this, it is trying to copy setup.html file into this base folder. See here, you can able to see the file which got uploaded. Even using the command also we can able to upload something which I covered now. Let me go back here. Okay, this one we have tried, and the other one is to get the default access list that has assigned to the setup. What is the access? It has assigned to the setup.html. If you want to see that, let us try this and we'll let you know what kind of a permissions has been assigned to the file. Paste and see this. I think there was some error. I think I'm using a variable as bucket underscore bucket name. Let me edit. Just copy this and I'm copying and going to my cloud shell. I'm just making it clear all the files in the prompt, and then I'm trying to paste it here, seeing what kind of access my setup.html file has. If you enter that, see, it is having all kind of access, owner, reader, all access it has been given. Okay, who are having the access, everything it has displayed to me. It's a simple thing which I've tried. SCL access control list and get for the bucket name for the SCL file, whatever the permissions the file is having, greater than I'm putting to a txt file, cat of the text file means displaying that what is there in the text file. And to set the access list, okay, currently there may be a lot of permissions. You want to set the permissions to the private, still that can be done. So what happens, still there is one bucket underscore one. Okay, let me edit it one more time. See here, to access the, to set the permissions to private, gc util acl set private, we are trying to set the access to the file to the private, and then after that we are getting the access what is the file is having and putting to the txt file and then printing the file using the cat command. We're setting the permissions to the file as a private, and then we are trying, now he's the only person is having access, only it's myself only having access to the file. See, after that, and updating the access list publicly available. I'm changing the permissions to all the users. ACL change mode, giving all access to the users. So when you change this, see the permissions how it looks. Earlier we made the permissions only to the one user, and then now I made to the all the users can able to access this file, public access. See, that is one case. Okay, we can set different kind of access to the files, public, private, all those things we can able to set using to the console as well as using the commands. And this is the one which I'm trying to convey to you. What is the life cycle policy management? Here, see this. If you go back here, if you want to set life cycle, okay, you can do here. You can add a different rules how you want to do the files. One class storage class to move to other file. You want to delete the files after certain durations. Everything you can set using these options. See here. I want to set a object lifecycle storage class to the near line. What is the age? Okay, set the conditions. After 30 days, my file should move. Like that, we can able to set the conditions for your file. Continue. After 30 days, my file should move to near line. Object life cycle I'm trying to set. See, the files are there in the standard. It will be charged 100 rupees. Consider near line will be charged 70 rupees only. So accordingly, the prices may be keep changing to the lower size. So I just created one life cycle rule. Whenever you have one life cycle rule, you can see this one here. Okay. I just created one. Similarly, you can create n number of life cycle rules. Even after certain duration, after 30 days or 40 days, you want to delete the files, still that can able to do using the life cycle policies. Currently, I'm deleting this, whatever I've created through the console. I'm trying to do with the commands. I'm trying to enable the life cycle for the bucket. See what happened? I closed my window, right? I need this variable back once again. I need to set this variable. Otherwise, whatever the variable I've set, it has gone because I just minimize the window. Just open the Cloud Shell once again. Srinivas-lk-training. So I just set the bucket name to the environmental variable bucket name. After that, go back to my lifecycle policies. I'm trying to set the lifecycle rules for checking whether this bucket is having a lifecycle rule or not. So I'm just pasting this GC util lifecycle get GC colon and the variable of the environmental variable which is there. And then I'm setting, is there any lifecycle rule has been set? Clearly it says currently has no lifecycle configuration because earlier I've set and deleted. So there is nothing has been set now. So I'm trying to set the policies. So currently I'm trying to create one file, JSON file using the command nano live.json. It will create a file. Then you, after that, you just enter I. It will make you into the read-only mode. Copy this policy. After 31 days, I want to delete the files. Go here, Control X, S. Okay, Control S. Let's say yes, it got saved. We want to see, just have a look. Vi live.json. Paste this content. Okay, colon escape colon WQ exclamatory mark. Okay, it will try to save the file. Just check whether the content is there in the file or not. Using the cat command also you can check. So it is fine here. So I have a file live.json. Well and good. I created one file with set some policies. Now I need to set this policy for the bucket. How I can able to set the policy for the bucket? To set the policy for the bucket, you can do using this command gc util lifecycle set the file name live.json and applying to this bucket. When I do this, it is trying to set the lifecycle configuration on the bucket. And then go back here, just refresh the bucket. Earlier we set the lifecycle and deleted, right? See what is there here in the console. We go back, see here, one delete object has been created after 31 days. This lifecycle has been created using my CLI commands. Whichever the things which I have done through the Cloud Shell command, it has created the configuration. And then see, is there any lifecycle policy you want to check? Once again, you can use the command get. See, yeah, there is a policy for 31 days. It's good. This is how we can able to set the lifecycle policies. Okay, here after 31 days, I want to delete the files. This is a way of setting the files. That's totally up to your logic. You can do that. There is one more options. Okay, enable the versioning for the bucket. For example, I have a number of files. After certain durations, somebody has deleted the file. I want to see the old file. Is there any options I can able to retrieve the old file? Further, there is an option where if you enable the bucket versioning, you can able to see the old versions. Even through the console, you can able to go ahead and enable the versions, or you can able to run through the commands also. If you want to enable the versioning for the bucket, you need to use the command jc util versioning get gc colon bucket name. It will see whether versioning is enabled or not for the bucket. It will check. Currently it's been the suspended, it's not been set currently. Okay, if you want to set, then you need to use the command set command, and then to set the versioning for the bucket. Gc util versioning set on gc colon slash slash bucket name, environmental variable name I just passed. Okay, so it will try to set the versioning for the bucket. See, whatever the files you uploaded, it will try to have the versioning file now for our bucket. And then if you want to see that, let me run this command, then I'll try to show, go to the bucket and I'll show you more further. And then if you want to paste this command, this command will show whether any versioning has been enabled or not. Okay, get. Okay, currently it is been enabled. For the first time, it always show as a suspended. After that, if it is enabled, we can able to see has a status as enabled. I'll just close this editor, and then I'll go to the bucket, and then I'll show you more options here. Here configurations. Okay, and then here see what are the ACLs will be there in the permissions tab. Any protections you want to delete, soft delete protections, we can able to do that. And then see the versioning which I enabled, it was showing as object version on. If it is not there, we can't. By default it will be suspended. For example, if you try to download or upload the same file once again, here already have a file. Okay, let me try upload the same file once again. I think this is a different file. I need to upload a different. Yeah, I think I need to upload the PDF file. See here, when I'm trying to upload, you want to override the object or exclude the object from this upload. Apply the same act. I'll try to override. Let us see what will happen, because with the same name we are trying to override. It is asking us to override or keep the same thing as a different one. So I just given as a override. See here, and then let me refresh. See here, I'm just selected the file. See here, I can see the previous versions. If you want, you can still select this and you can download the older versions. So all the older versions will be there. If you want, you can download, or you can make the older version to restore also, you can do that. If you enable the versioning, it the number of files it is storing, it will be heavy. With the same file it will be replaced, but still the old ones will be there. The charge will be more, guys. That is about the storages. Okay, any questions, guys? I'll try to delete whatever I've created, and I'll try to delete the bucket. Let me know if any questions related to the cloud storage, mainly buckets. Buckets is one of the cloud storage which we discussed cloud storage today. And then I try to cover as much as possible today. And let me do this, and then I'll try to cover. Okay. I've deleted the bucket also, and you guys also, whenever you're doing lab, make sure you creating the bucket. Once it is done, you delete the bucket. Okay. That is the way you won't be charged. Okay. Any questions, please? Any questions? Is it clear? Hope it's clear, guys. Now I'll try to help you guys how to get access to the credits. If anybody can share your screen, guys. Maybe as we are done with the cloud storage, that is the topic for today. You want this to be recorded? How to redeem the credits or not? Tell me. Otherwise, I'll stop recording, guys. Please tell me. You
No,
want to
please
record?
record it. Please record it.
Okay, fine. I need a volunteer. I need a volunteer. I need a volunteer. Can you please share your screen, please? Any volunteer? See, I have done at my end. I want some volunteers who can share your screen so I can tell you how to read in the credits. Everybody is clear? If not, I just need a volunteer, please. Guys, I'm already done for the time, okay? If you're already aware, well and good, okay? And what are the session we had done? I'll try to upload today, okay? I'll upload in the YouTube. I'll share with you guys. And coming to the voucher, I'll try to give voucher in after completing next two classes. Okay, I'll give one voucher, and then we continue. Okay, still people attend some more caches, and then I'll try to get one more voucher. That is the plan. Okay, if you're done, you have no doubts, you can able to drop off. Okay, and then you get an email from the GDG letter. Can you please give feedback? And one more thing, let me share my screen. One more thing. Just follow our LinkedIn page. Share with your friends as well. Some kind of a training is happening. Share with your friends. Let me share you that link page also. And this is the link or blog which I used. This is the one which I used. I just put in the channel. And one more thing, I'll show you a couple of things. And then whoever having questions, they can ask me. Otherwise, you can drop off. Okay. Let me share you one more time. Two things which I need to show. See, this is our LinkedIn page, guys. Just follow our LinkedIn page. Any updates in the future, we'll try to give an update here in this LinkedIn page. I'll try to share this link for you guys. What you do, just follow this page. Follow the page, and then this is the post I put shared with everyone. Just what you do, right? If you guys can able to share this post to others, will be great. Okay, we are hosting a virtual series. This one, if you can able to share with others, will be great. Copy the paste. What you do, just repost. It will be good. So as per the plan, what we are planning to do, we are planning to wind up 22nd. Okay. So what happens on 22nd or 29th? I'll give one voucher. Still, we'll try to have five more sessions, and then we'll try to cover more sessions. Okay, maybe end of the June or sometime I'll give one more voucher for another person. That is the plan. Initially we thought of giving one voucher. I'll give one voucher at the end of fifth week or sixth week. I have more sessions added. Okay, after fifth also we are planning to have one more for the May end. After that, I'll give one voucher for the end of this month, and then we'll have a couple more sessions. Whoever attends and do more practice, then I'll give one more voucher. That is the plan. Share this link with your friends. Repost. Okay, the LinkedIn post will be good. Okay, this recording I'll upload, guys. That's it. Thank you. If you have no questions, you can drop off for today. I'll stop recording. You have any questions? If somebody said they want to redeem the credits, if you have a doubt, please let me know who is the person having doubt, because I need a volunteer. With that, I can able to share the screen. As of now, the session is totally done, so I'll stop recording.